Phil from Whitechapel, and you're watching Rock Metal News.
So you guys have a new self-titled album coming out on June 19th in North America, and I've listened to it, and I wrote a review of it. I rated it 9 out of 10. Thought it was clearly the best Whitechapel record to date. And yeah, the change of dynamics and the change of pace throughout the album really makes the album very interesting to listen to. And it's just a perfect deathcore album overall. I would really like to thank you very much for creating this album, and like I'm sure all the Whitechapel fans will love it.
Yeah, I'm hoping so, man. You know, it's different for sure. But you know, hopefully everyone likes it.
Yeah. So how was the recording process for this album in the past? Did you guys try anything different, or?
It was kind of hectic because we were afraid that we weren't going to be able to have anything really in time, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
And it seems like we worked the best under pressure. So, like, you know, because I mean, we came out with this album. We wrote that all in probably a matter of 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, we just put it all together, and you know, well, man, it's just, you know, it worked out for us, thankfully, and you know, like we're really excited about it. You know, like with all of our favorite albums that we've ever done. You know, I mean, like I said, just hopefully everyone likes it. You know, because I mean, we just felt rushed, but you know, we're just hope everyone likes the finished product.
Yeah. So yeah, what do you guys feel that is different about this record than any other Whitechapel record? Do you think?
I mean, it just goes all over the place. It's not like lyrical content's a little different. The music-wise, you know, we tried a few new things, you know, but there's still some songs on there that, you know, is definitely gonna, you know, remind people of, you know, like where we came from, and
yeah.
Still have like the same sort of like, we still have some of the same sort of like styles on there, you know.
Yeah. So you feel this record is the best Whitechapel album to date, or?
Yeah, I mean, I think so, just because, I mean, you know, I mean, we're always trying to please ourselves, too, you know, like, and, you know, like, I was actually, you know, I'm not saying it's my favorite one because, you know, because it's the newest one, you know, I mean, honestly, A New Era of Corruption is, you know, even when it came out, you know, I still like Exile better, you know, I didn't think A New Era of Corruption was our best work.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, we bounced back from that, and I feel like this album's definitely a lot better, you know?
Yeah, it's really good, man. So I noticed you incorporated piano melodies in 3 tracks, so who thought of that, and how do you think it adds to the diversity of the album?
Well, yeah, I mean, it just shows that, you know, it's not just brutality all the time, you know?
Yeah.
It's not just, you know, it's not we have to be, like, crazy tough all the time, you know, like, we're actually, you know, I mean, there's beauty no matter what sort of music or anything, you know, there's beauty in everything, you know, even in death, I guess you could say, but, I don't know, I mean, I just feel like, you know, like, nobody wants to just, I don't want to hear just death metal all the time, you know, I like to hear soft stuff, I like to hear like, really pretty music, you know, like really pretty guitar harmonies, stuff like that, and piano, I mean, I appreciate any type of music, so, I mean, why limit yourself, you know, that's what I'd say.
Yeah, right on. So, do you feel you did the best vocally on this album than any other Whitechapel record, or?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like I was, you know, like, I strive every record, I don't strive to sound, you know, like, you know, I just sound how I sound, you know, like, but I feel like lyrically and vocally and just like, you know, just how the patterns are on the songs, I feel like it's really easy to catch on. It's not like all technical, and you know, like I feel like my voice sounded, you know, the best it's ever sounded. You know, like I was definitely happy with the way it came out, because you know I was kind of worried because you know once you do vocals for so long, you know, like your longevity, you know, eventually starts it gets cut short. You know, I mean, like you can only do it so much. You know, it's kind of like. You know, I'm touring all the time, constantly doing it, and in the studio it's even more because, you know, like I'm trying to sound as good as possible, you know, and like if there's one single crack in my voice, you know, I have to go back and do it again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? just the best it's ever sounded, you know, as far as like quality and sound and, you know, just performance-wise.
Yeah, for sure. So was it much different writing and recording with Ben, the new drummer on this record?
No, I mean, it was a breeze, man. You know, like, he basically, because, you know, like, we write riffs and write songs with drum machine, and he just goes back and listens to it, and he just puts whatever he wants to over it. We just put kind of like basic stuff over it, nothing too crazy.
Yeah.
He just takes it and just does whatever he wants with it, you know?
Yeah, the drumming is absolutely amazing on the album. So what has the response been so far on the new album?
Well, I feel like the songs that were released are definitely the most different and the more, like, the people are going to have to take those in.
Yeah, this is true, yeah.
I mean, because, like, the newest song that we released, the Dementia song, like, it's something we've never done. We've never had a song just constantly slow the whole time, you know?
Yeah.
Like, that song has literally it has, like, I think 7 seconds of a thrash beat, and then it goes back to slow.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, it's just a constant, and, you know, that's one reason I kind of feel like I named the song that, is because, Dementia, you know, just, like, being, like, crazy, and just, like, it's supposed to be kind of, like, more of, like, a trippy song, you know, like, you kind of think of, like, Dementia and, like, just really just, you know, basically off your rocker is, I don't know, kind of slow pace, you know, nothing, like, too fast or too crazy. It's just really, like, trippy and real slow, and, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like that.
Yeah. So did you guys record any, like, B-sides or bonus extra songs on the album? For the album?
No, we had a lot of stuff that we were trying to get on the album that never got on, like riffs and stuff. But, you know, like, we're just going to use that for, like, the next CD. But there's no, like, hidden tracks or B-sides or anything like that.
Oh, yeah. Okay. So, what are your favorite songs on the album?
I like, The Night Remains a lot.
Mm-hmm.
It's just really, I mean, it's another one of those songs that's not really that fast at all. It's just really, like, ambient and, like, ambient or whatever, however you say that word, everyone says it's different. But, yeah, I mean, I like that song. It's just really dark sounding, and it just kind of reminds me of, like, you know, just like it's like a dark night, and just, like, really, like, creepy, and it's about a song. That song's just kind of random. It's just about, like, kind of like a dream I had, and, like, I don't know, I kind of just put my own, like, little thoughts into it. Basically, like, basically how the seas are, you know, instead of water, they're blood, and, you know, once they touch, you know, something dead, it brings it back to life.
Yeah.
And, basically, it's just a crazy place that, like, you know, like, if you're able to enter, you know, in human form, you know, by whatever ways imaginable, but, like, you know, like, it's kind of like, you know, they kind of, like, shock people and, like, show them what it's kind of like a, I don't know, a metaphor maybe, like, you know, just how the world really is with a blind, with cover, like, I guess without the cover on it, you know, like, when it's actually revealed as one. I don't know, it's kind of weird and hard to explain. It's just something really fucked up I just did in my head and just kind of threw it on paper, and it just kind of came out just all over the place. And that's kind of how this whole album is. It's just, like, really weird, and some of it's, you know, some of the stuff has to do with, like, you know, just, like, actual stuff that happens. You know, like, there's one song that isn't about social networking, but the idea was from social networking.
Mm-hmm.
But, yeah, I'd say, like, but to answer the question that you actually asked me, yeah, I'd say, like, The Night Remains or probably the last track.
Yeah. Yeah, so talking about that, what are some of your favorite themes and meanings to some of the songs on the album?
Like, any song in particular, or?
Yeah, any song, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, Culturalist, that's basically, like, well, that's the song that sprung off of social networking. It's basically just, like, what sprung it off is just, like, all these, all the time I see people posting about how they don't believe in God and how badass they are and how much cooler they are than you because they don't believe in God, and, you know, 666 that, 666 this, and, like, I just kind of, like, basically was just tired of it, and, you know, I'm just like, dude, like, you know, I don't care what anybody believes, but just, like, there's no reason to, like, overly tell people that you don't believe in God, or, like, you know, it's just stupid. It's just like, who cares? Just live your life, and, like, that's all, you know, and, like, a lot of people do it just to look cool and to sound cool. It doesn't matter if they believe it or not. They overdo it just so they can look tough or cool, or, you know, and, like, I just hate that, and, like, and, you know, and, like, you know, in a way, like I just said, like, one of the lines is, this is not a question of how you will rebel, it's a question of what will you say when you're burning in hell. And basically saying just, like, it's going to be funny, you know, just, you know, whatever happens, you know, like, it's going to be funny with the day that you're sitting there doing all this upside down cross, 666 this, 666 that, and then you get thrown into fire and burned forever, you know, it's just kind of like, you know, it's just like, you don't have to believe in God, but don't, like, why would you write the reciprocated form of God just to be an asshole? You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm just getting older, and I just don't. I'm just bitter now. Like, you know, I'm you know, 27 years old. You know, almost pushing 30. You know, like, I just hate it, man. I just hate all these. You know, social networking kind of ruined our generation.
Yeah, it really has.
It's helped it and ruined it at the same time.
So what made you guys feel that Whitechapel was a good name for the record?
I mean, we just kind of felt like it was time to do that. Like, it was just time to, you know, like, there was no theme to the CD. It was just all over the place. And, like, you know, it just kind of represents us as a band, you know, like the artwork and everything, you know, just like...
definition.
Like, this is us. This is who we are. Love it or hate it, we don't care. This is who we are.
So, are there any plans for a music video for a song off the album? Or if so, what song would you guys choose?
For Dementia, we actually shot one already.
Oh yeah?
I don't know when it's supposed to be released, but I mean, it's already done. We just have to wait for it to be edited and everything.
Cool. So you guys have been announced for the Mayhem Festival tour all summer long, and with a bunch of amazing bands, including Devoid, Prada, Slipknot, Slayer, Anthrax, and many more. So what bands are you most excited about seeing on the tour?
I'm Slipknot. I've never seen them. So that's one of the things I've been wanting to. One of the bands I've been wanting to see ever since I was like 15.
They're surely an amazing band live. I've seen them.
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, it's just like a lot of the people that liked us in the very beginning, like, hate bands like that because they're, like, I don't know, I guess
different,
and, you know, they're not underground enough. And it's like, dude, like, you don't understand that band influenced my band.
Exactly.
Whether we're, you know, we don't play the same type of music, they influence me. You know, like, when I heard that whenever I was 15 years old, I was like, oh my God, this is the most angry shit I've ever heard. Because it is, man. I mean, you listen to Corey Taylor's voice, that guy is, you know, like, Iowa was one of the most just aggressive, just angry albums I've ever heard. So, like, whether he's, you know, because he doesn't, like, talk about killing people, he just goes off and just goes crazy and just yells and just, like, you know, he's just mad. You know? Like, and that's what I like, is because there's a lot of emotion behind his voice, too.
So what will Whitechapel set list look like on the festival, and what songs are you going to play off the new album and stuff?
Not sure yet. We still have to figure that out, but, you know, I guess we'll just have to see whenever we get there.
Cool. So, do you know if Whitechapel will be doing, like, an autograph signing on any of the dates on the fest, like promoting the new album?
I think every day. I think we do that every day.
Oh, yeah. Cool. So what is Whitechapel's tour plans after Mayhem Fest?
Don't really know. I guess some of it, is stuff we can't really say yet, but I mean, we have some plans and stuff. We have some talks and stuff, but yeah, I mean, we'll just have to wait and see whenever we can actually release it and tell people what we're doing.
Cool. So what bands are you guys looking to tour with, like, this year and next year? Any bands you would like to bring on tour with you?
Are you talking about, like, a next headlining tour?
Yeah, like that, yeah.
Who knows, man? I guess we're more focused on the album right now, so we really have no idea what we're really going to do for the future yet. So
yeah.
Stuff we just have to kind of plan out.
Cool. So what music are you listening to right now, and what are your current favorite bands?
God, I mean, I usually just listen to, like, rap and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't really listen to too much metal or any, like, hard music anymore. Like, and if I do, it's usually, like, I don't know, I listen to a lot of Deftones.
Yeah?
Yeah, I mean, it's not really hard, but, you know, it's like, you know, kind of hard as I go, but...
Yeah, they're a great band.
Yeah, for right now. I mean, there's sometimes I get in the mood and I'll just listen to straight death metal or just something brutal, I guess you could say.
Yeah. Yeah, so what were your biggest influence for vocals? Like, who was your biggest influence?
I mean, Chris Barnes. I mean, because the Cannibal Corpse was the first heavy metal band I ever heard.
Yeah. Okay. So we have some fan questions, and then I'll let you go. Is that cool?
Okay.
All right. So Justin C. asks, I heard a rumor that you guys are touring with Suicide Silence and possibly asking Alexandria in North America after Mayhem Fest. Is this true?
I haven't heard anything like that, no. I mean, that would be cool. I mean, it'd be cool to tour with Suicide Silence because we, you know, technically we have toured with them, but, you know, we've never done like a 4 or 5 band package with them yet. But no, that's not going to happen.
Okay. And Cooper Legase asks, what are some of your favorite up-and-coming bands right now?
I would say Last Chance for Reason. That's one band I've heard that's really, really good. And yeah, I mean, that's one of the few bands that I've heard that I've really, really enjoyed. Yeah.
Yeah, so Andrew B. asks, what do you feel about this new gent phenomenon and all, like, these gent bands coming out of nowhere in the past few years and becoming really popular?
I mean, I don't know. Like, there's just so many genres that I don't even know what's what anymore. Like, you know, I mean, at the same time, it's just like, they do that genty, I guess, kind of music. At the end of the day, like, it's just metal to me. Like, I don't really care about what it's called or...
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's, you know, it's whatever. You know, they're playing what they like to play, or, you know, and, you know, if they're making a good career out of it, you know, it's cool. It's whatever.
Yeah, so one last question. Billy Thomas asks, what has your craziest fan experience been?
I guess, like, getting a port thrown in my face by my guitar player at point-blank range on accident at a restaurant. Yeah, he didn't mean to do it, but, like, yeah, it definitely punctured my skin and hurt real bad.
Right on. So thanks very much for doing this interview with us, Phil, man.
Yeah, dude, no problem at all.
Yeah, thanks very much, man.
All right, man, take it easy.